Right, so this is take two. So hopefully the quality now is a little bit better and you can actually see the screenshots that I'm going to show you. But basically, this is my Game Week 8 review. I'm going to be showing my team, how that did. Not so good. I've got my league update as well, so the top 10 and the top performing team in the whole league. That might be interesting for you to have a look at. I've got a few other funny things to show you as well. And like I said, for those who are watching before on take one, I'm not feeling 100% today, so I'm not going to put my face on the camera for too much longer. But anyway, let's get stuck in and looking at my team. So hopefully this is now a little bit clearer. Obviously, just let me know in the chat if you can see this properly. But yeah, so I ended up with 82 points, 74 overall after the 8-point hit, bringing in Peye, Vardy and Mata. Now I know a lot of people this week would have gotten a lot more points than I did. So yeah, hands up who did. I'm sure a lot of you will have. So yeah, I was obviously happy to have Aguero captain, and obviously thank you very much to everyone who voted for my captain this week. That paid off pretty nicely. It's just maybe the rest of the team let me down. Peye, Vardy getting the bonus points was good, but the rest of the team is still struggling. So as you can see, my overall rank 690k in the world is not amazing, but I was happy enough to see Aguero get the 5 goals. That was pretty decent. So yeah, I don't know if anyone can suggest any kind of transfers for me. That might be quite nice. I'm looking at the defence there. It's pretty weak. Guzan in goal. Walker, maybe time to ship him out. Chadley, I'm already thinking about swapping him for Ericsson. But yeah, that's the thing now, because with Game Week 9 being 2 weeks away, then maybe there's not a big rush to kind of do those transfers right now. But I just wanted to show you my team to start with and maybe then compare it to some of the better teams that I've seen. So starting off with my league. So here it is, the top 10, or top 11 actually, because the bottom 2 are on the same amount of points. But shout out to Mark, whose team, Lord of the Ings, has broken the 500 points mark. No pun intended there. But yeah, 504 points overall is amazing. Really good so far. And here is his team as well. So there it is. Obviously, he had De Bruyne, Pella, very good, and the Vardy Peye as well combo. Bellerin at the back and Aguero captain. Did the business for a lot of you, I'm sure. So yeah, well done if you did captain him. So this is basically the team to beat in my league at the moment. Overall rank 115 in the world. That is some going. Yeah, I need to step up my game if I'm going to get anywhere near this guy. But yeah, shout out to Mark just to show you basically who's leading the league. And so far there's over 600 of you in that league as well, which is amazing. I'm still blown away by that, how many people have signed up. If you don't know, I think the link is actually in the description of this video if you want to come and join in. It is on my website as well if you want to get the code to join in the league. And then maybe have your team feature if you hopefully get to the top. But if you do, like Tan did, who actually performed the best in the whole of the league for this game week, then you're going to get a shout out in a video as well. So this is the number 1 performing team in my league that I found. So 125 points overall with the 4-point hit. Still 121 is the best performing team this week. So obviously he managed to get De Bruyne, Sanchez and Aguero captain in there with Peye, Igalo, whatever, and Vardy as well, the big point scorers, and obviously Ayew for Swansea. So yeah, I don't know if anyone else can kind of come close to this. I didn't see anyone in my league beating this team this week. Obviously overall game rank there, 3,800, not bad at all. But yeah, I don't know if anyone can tell me exactly where they are. I see a few people in the chat as well. So yeah, I am keeping an eye on this, guys. So if you want to ask any questions or maybe just let me know how your team did, then that's very much welcome. And like I said to begin with, I am getting a little bit ill. So forgive me for not talking for too long. But yeah, there are a few other things I wanted to cover as well as having just those teams that did really well. So I don't know if anyone was following me on Twitter at JoeRyan365, may have seen this come out. basically, I just wanted to dispel any rumours that Liverpool are not interested in having me as their manager. It was just a joke. But yeah, I hope you found that pretty funny. I love that. And also, actually, let's do it now. I had a few people tweet me their teams and get to some of those quickly. So yeah, so guys, as always with these live streams, if you want to get involved and have your team featured, you can tweet me at JoeRyan365 and use the hashtag FFMLive, where then hopefully I'll be able to take a look at your teams. Now, as I do say from the very beginning and pretty much in every video, I am not the expert on this game. It's just that I like talking about it. So yeah, feel free to tweet me your teams, and if I give anyone any kind of advice that works, then happy days. If I get it wrong, then don't blame me because I'm not an expert. But maybe there are people in the chat that can kind of help out as well. But yeah, let's see. So this team was sent in by Mullender Kevin, or if I said that right, Kev, who had 76 points this week with the 2 transfers as well, so the 4-point hit. So not amazing. Obviously had Aguero in there, but not as captain. Had Sanchez, luckily captain, obviously with Mahrez didn't play. Now I don't know exactly why Mahrez didn't play. I didn't look at if he's injured or just being rested by Ranieri. So yeah, I don't know about that. It's quite interesting to see if Mahrez is going to come back next week. Sorry, not next week. God, I keep forgetting that it's international break next week, which is so annoying. But it's just something you have to deal with. And something else you have to deal with is getting ill as well. So yeah, I am going to struggle through this, try and get through as many teams as I can. And as I said, guys, if you want to tweet me your teams, I will try and feature them. I will be online for maybe another, 15, 20 minutes now. So that hopefully we can get to those. But this is a solid enough team for me. I mean, it's pretty much matches my team, so I would be happy with that. I don't know if anyone wants to suggest any changes, maybe try and get De Bruyne in there at some point. But obviously Sanchez doing so well against United, then he's the man on form right now. So I'll try and keep him in if I could. Excuse me. So Dan's team. Dan also tweeted me using the hashtag FFMLive. A very solid performance there, 95 points. Obviously, having Aguero captain pretty much jumped everyone close to triple figures this week. I didn't get really anywhere near 100, but yeah, well done, Dan. You nearly got there. Pretty decent team. Unlucky with the United players. I did think they would struggle away at Arsenal because Arsenal are now kicking on. Forgive me. But yeah, decent. Balassi as well. I know people asking me on Saturday morning when I did another FFM live stream that Balassi, is he worth keeping? Well, it looks like he is because, yeah, he got the 10-point haul there, so pretty decent. And Vardy, Ayew, Payet, very good as well. So yeah, solid team, and thanks for tweeting me as well. That's really cool. And also getting to Ollie's team, or Ole, the Naughty Boys, 93 points overall with 3 transfers. So I can't see who you actually transferred out. But you didn't even manage to get a sub on. So yeah, with Mahrez getting the 0 points in there, and Payet captain as opposed to Sanchez or Aguero. So obviously maybe going for like the tactics I try and talk about in my videos is where you go for a random captain pick and make it a little bit more interesting. So obviously I hope you found it more exciting when Payet scored than when Aguero did, because he was a bit more of a random captain pick. But yeah, but a solid enough performance. I mean, 93 points, very good. It was just when you've got so many other players or FPL managers getting into triple figures, you may be a little bit disappointed, but I'd be happy with that. And obviously you're beating me, so yeah, like a lot of people are. But yeah, well done. And again, thanks for tweeting me your team. I really appreciate it. And also one more I think I've got on Twitter right now is Abdulaziz. Am I saying that right? But yeah, thank you for tweeting me the team lock, 85 points. Again, managing to have Sanchez and Aguero, pretty much the dream combo. So yeah, well done with the captain pick as well, picking the right player, getting the most points. But maybe lacking, you got Hazard in there. He, still hasn't really shown up at all yet this season. I don't know what's going wrong with Chelsea. Something maybe calls for a drastic move. Is Jose? Is it time up for him? I don't know. It's one to think about. So maybe it might all look a little bit different by the end of the international break. We'll see. But yeah, thanks for tweeting me your team as well. I don't really have any other feedback. Maybe try and get City players in there or more like De Bruyne or Silva is probably the only kind of tip as opposed to Hazard, who is struggling at the moment. But maybe, yeah, it's time for him to then kick on as well. I know a lot of people were leaving Aguero, kind of giving him one more week, and then might be the same for Hazard as well. So yeah, sorry guys, I am struggling to speak, but that's the thing when you do something live, right? All right, so I'm just checking the comments as well. See if there's any actual questions for me. It seems like a lot of people are just talking about their teams or good players to bring in, which is great. So carry on with that, guys. This is actually what I see as well, by the way. So if I've missed any questions, this is why, because I have the Twitter open. Okay, now I've got a few more teams coming in, so that's cool. Matt James tweeted me 2 teams. Are they the same? I know, maybe just the score as well. Okay, yeah, so 71 points overall. Pretty similar to me. But yeah, you got Sanchez in there, very good. So this is a team actually that doesn't have Aguero, interestingly. Is still getting over 70 points, or yeah, 67 after the hit. But yeah, that's actually something I asked for on Twitter a few days ago, was for the best team without Aguero. I've seen, I think someone had 90 points without Aguero, which was pretty impressive. I think they had Sanchez, maybe triple captain. I can't remember. But yeah, guys, if you did have a triple captain this week, let me know how that did as well. I was so tempted to put Aguero as triple captain this week. It still maybe wouldn't have even got me over 100, but it would have been nice, right? But yeah, thanks, Matt, for tweeting me your team. Solid enough. And yeah, maybe looking at bringing in Aguero now might be the one option you might want to think about if you can. I can't actually see your bench. Oh, there you go. So Mahrez, yeah, the injury, and Yaya injured as well. Maybe, yeah, assess it next week probably is the best call, just because, yeah, the internationals might mess a lot of things up. Thanks, Fantasy EPL Scout, for the mention and the plug and try and get people on board. So it looks like it's working because a lot of people are tweeting me their teams. And Dave, well done on the triple figures. I'm sure you're very happy about that. Yes, I am jealous, and I know I didn't say that Stoke would do well because, yeah, that was because I'm a Villa fan. But well done for having Glenn Johnson in there, getting the 12 points at the back. Very nice. Obviously, in this game week when so many people scored, it must have been very difficult to find a defender to score a lot of points, and you managed to get the one that scored the most points, I think. So yeah, fair play, very good. And having the combo of De Bruyne and Aguero against Newcastle at home, I think this was kind of always going to happen. Maybe it's easier to say that now. I mean, a lot of people were kind of thinking Aguero's on his last chance. While he repaid the faith of anyone who did have him and put him as captain with the 50 points. Love that. So yeah, very good, nice, and thanks again for tweeting me. I appreciate that. And FPL Fan has tweeted me his team for actually after the break. So this is looking ahead to game week 9. Now I'm maybe going to give it a week or so to even think about my team because, yeah, after the internationals, pretty much anything can happen. Anyone can get injured or whatever. So yeah, I'm not looking too far ahead, but I mean, looking at the fixture list, then City at home to Bournemouth. After seeing what they did to Newcastle, then yeah, captain a City player if you've got one. That's probably the best shout. But yeah, I'll probably do another video after the internationals anyway, just to preview the following game week. So maybe just save this till then. So I don't know if you've made any transfers actually, but if you have, then yeah, maybe we can review that again later, even this week or after the internationals. And I guess the same goes for Jason as well. So tweeting me his team for next week or for game week 9. Again, yeah, Aguero captain. That's probably going to be pretty popular when they've got Bournemouth. But yeah, let's just see. I think for these kind of upcoming teams, it's just yeah, keep an eye out for the internationals, and maybe we can just do this again and see how all those players have done. Wow, okay, so a lot more teams have come in. So yeah, thanks a lot for these. Now, yeah, for those that have just joined the stream, I don't know how many people have actually joined on, but just to say that I am kind of getting a little bit sick, so my throat is kind of killing me right now. This is why I don't sound too great, and I don't know if I can keep up this talking for a long time, but I will do it as long as I can. Okay, so on the chat, there's no maybe particular questions for me, so I can go back to the Twitter stream where I'm getting all these new teams to look at. So Jay Tucker, nice with a 110-point haul, decent, and that is some combo having those three in there. Obviously, you've managed to get them all in, which is impressive considering the funds it would have taken. And obviously, Vardy doing well. And you got this clean sheet for Bellerin, so that explains why you got 110. Yeah, I would be very happy with that. Maybe Deeney for Igalo is the kind of the clear like swap, maybe. But yeah, like I say, excuse me. Like I say, we'll look ahead to next week in an upcoming video. So yeah. 100 club, good effort. Nice one. And another in the 100 club as well. Mika, very nice. 105 overall. And having the combo of Sanchez, Ayew and Payet, which a lot of people I know had, and Vardy, and obviously Aguero captain getting the most points. So yeah, very nice. Game week rank in the top 100,000. Very good. And yeah, as you say, you're trying to get rid of some players, but I wouldn't worry about that yet. Let the internationals play out and see how it goes from there. Eric, nice. Yeah, well played with the wild card. I'm guessing, yeah, you brought in Walcott as well. I haven't seen many people having Walcott, but now that he's playing more as a kind of striker alongside with Sanchez playing so far forward on the left as well, then that is a mighty fine combo to have in midfield for FPL purposes. Because, you know, the way Arsenal are playing right now and the way those two in particular are playing, there's a lot of points in there. And yeah, fair play having Igalo, Vardy and Aguero captain up front. Very nice. Payet. And obviously the defence, well, this game week, I would guess everyone's going to struggle with defenders because a lot of players scored. So yeah, not many clean sheets going around. But yeah, very nice. And keep up the good work. And thanks for the tweet as well. Marcus maybe bringing us down to earth a little bit more with his 76 points as opposed to the 3 figures. So there you go, Vardy and Aguero being the main point scorers and everyone else pretty much struggling in this team. Having Chadley in there, I know hurts like I had. And yeah, the United defence got kind of shell-shocked against Arsenal, not great. And yeah, not really anything much else to say, I don't think, on this team. But maybe, hopefully it's going to do better in game week 9. But still very much above average, so I'd be pretty happy with that. Actually, it's pretty much the same point score I had, so yeah, not bad. And the new team from Jay Tucker as well, looking ahead. So again, like I say, I'll probably do another video after the international break, so I won't go into too much depth now because, yeah, injuries might play there. Yeah, might change everything. So I just kind of want to go back to the chat as well. So I see a lot of you kind of just chatting with each other, which is great. And thanks for that as well. So yeah, like I say, guys, I am kind of feeling a bit rough right now, so forgive me for not kind of going into too much depth on these things. But yeah, I will kind of stick around in the live chat actually. I might just turn the stream off soon, not just yet. But yeah, I've got a few other things to kind of show you as well. So yeah, so there's me again. Like I say, I don't want to spend too much time on camera because I'm feeling a little bit rough. But there was one other thing I wanted to show you, which was, for me, the funniest thing that happened all weekend. Now, hopefully this works. I don't know if the sound is going to work on this video that I'm going to play for you, but yeah, watch this.
He's not the father of your twins. DNA test results show that Mario, he's not the father of your twins. DNA test results show that Mario...
Carragher's reaction to that, oh my god, that's so funny. That was absolutely hilarious. So I just wanted to say that was the funniest thing I saw this weekend, apart from my team, obviously, which struggled. But yeah, thanks a lot for everyone who's kind of got involved in the chat. I am going to keep this a little bit shorter than usual, but I will stick around in the live chat as well if you want to carry on the discussions. And maybe we'll get to some more teams, maybe in the future stream as well. I'll do one definitely before game week 9, but maybe over the weekend when the internationals we want to talk about something else. Then the international football, I might kick up or start up another live stream as well. So for now, guys, thanks a lot to everyone who tuned into the stream. I will stick around and be on the live chat for a little bit as well. But yeah, for now, I will see you soon. Thanks.